Hi friends, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel again. Today I'm again making a tutorial video and it was requested by some of my subscribers, and this video is about how to cite and reference using APA style. So before that, let's quickly learn about different citation styles. So some common citation styles include APA, which is also called American Psychological Association, and that is mainly used in education, psychology and sciences. And there is another citation style which is also called MLA, Modern Language Association, and that is mainly used in humanities. And there are other, for example, Chicago, which is mainly used in business, and there are other Harvard and some other styles. So when we talk about citation and referencing, we need to know what is in-text citation and what is reference. So in-text citation always appears in the body of your assignment paper or article. So whenever you are writing article, there is a body and there is a reference. So the first is obviously a title, then there is an introduction, a literature review and methods. All these are called body, and at the end there is a reference. So in-text citation appears in the body and reference appears at the end. So reference is basically a list which appears right at the end of your essay or assignment or paper. And in-text citation is very short, whereas reference is usually long and includes complete source of reference. So for example, if this is an article which is written by these authors, so the article is about chicken and the journal is Poultry Science and it was published in 2017. So if this is an article, this is the body, and that introduction, this is called body. And you can see here Overcash et al. 1983, Christensen et al. 2000, Liang et al. 2005. So these are called in-text citation. Whereas if you go all the way to end, that is called reference. So all these 1, 2, 3, 4 up to maybe 20, 30, these are called references. So references includes whole author name, paper title, journal, and page number and volume and many other things. So in simple terms, references are the list of all the source, whereas in-text citation is basically just mentioning the name of author and date in the body of your paper. Now let's try to understand the components of reference. So whenever you are looking at references, references will look like this. So this is one example where these are the authors. So these are author name, whereas that is a year, that is a title of the paper or essay, and that is a journal name, and that is a volume, and that is a page. So typical references will look like this, with author name, date, paper title, name of journal or name of book, and then volume and pages. Although there would be some changes which I am going to explain in this video. Now let's do some examples of in-text citation. So I already mentioned that citation appears in the body of your assignment. So this is the title here in this example, Crop Strength Through Diversity, that is a title, and this is a body. So, and this is written by single author. So whenever there is a single author, citation will look something like surname, bracket date, then the start of the sentence, then the sentences, and if it is going to appear at the end, then it will look like, so end of sentence, you write something here, and then surname, which is a Wolfe here, and date. So let's do some example. So this is an example. So in this case, how we can cite is Wolfe 2000. Wolfe is a surname. Wolfe 2000 wrote about crop strength. So this is one of the way how you can cite, or what you can do is crop strength during diversity showed that crop can be improved by mixing. Then what will happen is Wolfe 2000. So that is the two way you can write the sentence. So citation, in-text citation is appearing at the first here. Here Wolfe 2000 wrote about crop strength. So Wolfe 2000 wrote about crop strength, or crop strength during diversity showed that crop can be improved by mixings, which was written by Wolfe 2000. So Wolfe is a surname, 2000. So either Wolfe 2000, or if it is at the end, Wolfe 2000. And this is for single author. And if there are two authors as shown in this example, then what you do in text citation is first surname and second surname bracket date, then sentence, or if in-text citation is appearing at the end of the sentence, then bracket first surname and second surname comma date. Let's do example here again. So in this example, what will happen is Pochrel and Dubé. Pochrel is first author and Dubé is second author surname. Bracket, that is on 2013. Evaluated DV developmental response ... So, or the developmental response was evaluated in this bracket Pochrel and Dubé bracket 2013 bracket full stop. So if you wanna cite at the first of the sentence, start of the sentence, then something like this, Pochrel and Dubé bracket 2013. And if you wanna put citation at the end of the sentence, then write sentence and then Pochrel and Dubé bracket Pochrel and Dubé 2013, because Pochrel is first author surname and Dubé is second author surname, and that's the year 2013. And if there are 3, 4 or 5 authors as shown in the example, in this example there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 authors, and if it is for the first time, then you have to put first author surname, comma second author surname, comma third author surname, and fourth author surname, and fifth author surname in this example, then bracket date, or if it is going to be at the end of the sentence, then bracket bracket first author surname, second author surname, third author, and then comma and date. And if this is for the first time, and in the subsequent sentences, what you can do is you can just write first author surname et al date, or bracket first author surname et al comma date. Let's again do example for this case. So example is first author surname is Zotarelli, comma second author surname is Alves, comma third author surname is Urquiaga, comma body, fourth author is Body, and 6. Then date is 2007. Studied the impact of ... Or in another way, what you can do is tillage and crop rotation was found to be ... and then citation at the end. So what you can do is Zotarelli, comma Alves, comma Urquiaga, comma Body, and 6, comma 2007, because 2007 is the date. So that is for the first time. And for the second time, what you can do is for the second, third, fourth sentences, or if it is appearing at the other part of the essay or your paper, then what you can do is you can do just like Zottarelli et al. 2017 or bracket Zottarelli et al. 2017 bracket close, something like that. So Zottarelli et al. Found the impact of crop rotation and tillage, or tillage and crop rotation was studied by ... bracket Zottarelli et al. 2017, and that is for the paper which has 3, 4 or 5 authors. And if there are 6 or more authors, then what you can do is simply first author surname et al. Date, or first author surname et al. bracket date. So something like this. And here are 6 authors in this example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what you can do is, as an example, so who is the first author? Flowers et al. 2005 found that ... or it was found that sustainable ... then at the end bracket Flowers et al. 2005. So something like that. So this is for 6 authors. And if there are no authors, for example in this paper, let's say there is no author, then what you should do is you should cite as first few words of the title bracket date, or if it is appearing at the end of the sentence, then write something in the sentence and then first few words of the title, comma, date. So for example, so something like sustainable strategies for irrigation bracket 2005. So something like that, or bracket sustainable strategies for irrigation, comma, 2005. So something like this should be done if there is no author. And if there are authors with many papers from same year, what you should do is, so let's say there is only one author and there are 2 papers in the same day, then surname date A, surname date B. For example, if the author is, let's say, Jackson, and the paper is on 2013, there are 2 papers on 2013, then 2013 A. So something like Jackson 2013 A and Jackson 2013 B. So this is the paper written by Jackson 2013, first paper which is A and second paper which is B. And if there are authors with many papers from different year, so there is one author but he has 3 papers, let's say 2013, 2014 and 2015, then it should be something like Jackson 2013, 2014, 2015, or bracket close Jackson 2013, 2014, 2015. So that's how you can do citation. And if there are different authors but with the same work that is going in the same sentence, so let's say these 2 papers are going in the same sentence, then what you should do is you should cite something like bracket surname, comma, date, then semicolon, and surname of the second paper, and then comma, date. So let's do example. So example would be something like for the first paper, so let's say bracket Wolf, that is 2012 2000, then semicolon, and the second one is Pockrell and Dubé, comma, that is 2013. So you should cite something like this. So if there are two citations going in the same sentence, so the first citation would be something like this, and the second citation would be something like this, and that is separated by semicolon. And you can also add other citations, semicolon, other citation, in a similar way. And if you want to cite a group or organization, then how you cite is bracket, the name of the association, comma, date, and then bracket close. So for example, something like bracket United Nations 2017, bracket close. Or what you can do is United Nations 2017 said that so something like that. So that is just an example. And if you want to cite secondary source, for example, sometimes what happens is, this is a paper which you are reading and you want to cite this author, but you didn't find his paper, but you found this other paper which has cited this author. Then what you should do is, so here it is Overcast et al., but you didn't find that paper. So what you should do is Overcast et al., that is 1983 as cited in the main paper, which is Pockrell et al. 2017. Or if it is going to be at the end of the sentence, then what you should do is Overcast et al. 1983 bracket as cited in Pockrell, sorry, A is missing here, Pockrell et al., comma, 2017. So you should cite something like this, Overcast et al. 1983, which is this paper, as cited in this paper. So this is the end of citation. Now let's go to references. So in APA style, while you are referencing journal, so this is a journal paper, then you should reference something like this. And I already mentioned that references are always going to appear at the end. And to reference a journal, you should follow this pattern. So here, surname, comma, initial, and here there will be many surname because there are 5 authors, and then full stop, then bracket, date, and then title of the paper, and then journal title, comma, volume, comma, page numbers, and then if possible date of issue or URL. So let's do this paper. Let's do the referencing of this paper. So to reference this paper, what you should do is Pockrell, that is the first author, comma, B dot, and then comma, then what is second author? Second author is Dos Santos, comma, V dot M, as you see here. Dos Santos is a surname and VM is a first name, first and middle name, full stop, comma, then the third name is Wood, comma, D, full stop, comma, then the fourth one is Van Hest, that is a surname, comma, B, so I think there is a space in Van Hest, B is a first name, and then full stop, comma, and then right, and the last name is Harlander bracket Matausek, comma A, then full stop, then bracket, what is the year? 2017, which is here, and then what's the title? Laying hens behave differently in artificially and naturally sourced ammoniated environments, and then full stop, and then what's the journal name? Poultry Science, Poultry, Poultry Science, which is here, Poultry Science, that's the journal name. Then comma, what's the volume? Volume is here, 96, as you can see here, 96. Then comma, what's the page number? 41512 to 4157, 4151 to 4157, then full stop. And sometimes you can add date of issue as well. So date of issue is here, that is I think a URL as well. So http, you can just copy paste. In this picture I can't copy paste, so I'm just typing dx.doi.org/10.3382.ps/PEX273. so that's how you can do the referencing. So the referencing for this paper will be something like this. So if you just follow this pattern, you will be all right. And if you want to reference a book, so this is a book here where these are the authors, that's the edition, and that was published on this date, and that is the publisher, then you should follow pattern like this. So surname, initial, so here there will be 2 surnames and 3 initials, and then full stop, then year, bracket, and then full stop again, then book title, which is Scott's Nutrition of the Chicken, and then bracket ed, so that is called edition. So edition is not important for the first edition, but if it is second, third, fourth and fifth, then you have to put edition, and then full stop, and then publisher, location, and then colon, and then publisher. So if we do the example for this, then if you wanna do a reference for this, then what you should do is, so author is author surname, first author is Leeson, comma S, full stop, and the second author is SUMMERS, Summers, comma J dot D dot, I think there will be a space, and then year, what was the year? 2019. Let's assume this is 2019 because it's written here. And then what's the book title? Is Scott's Nutrition of the Chicken. Then you have to write edition, which is 4th edition, as you can see here, 4th edition. I think you should just write 4th ed, and then publisher location, that is India, colon, what is the publisher? CBS Publishers and Distributors Private Limited. So something like this. So this is a book which was published in 2019, and that's the title, that's the 4th edition, full stop, India, that's the location, colon, that's the publisher, which is in this format. And if it was, let's say, 1st edition, then you don't need to include this part. So this is one type of book. Sometimes there is a book where there are many chapters. Book is edited by different author and chapter is written by different author, as shown in this example. In this example, the book is Handbook of Research on New Product Development, which was edited by Peter and Debenzen, whereas the first chapter is written by Peter and Devanjan. It's same author, but in other cases there could be different authors. So what you should do is, let's assume chapter author is different. In this case it was same, but in many cases there will be different chapter authors and different editors, book editors. So then what you should do is, you should do chapter author surname, initial, full stop, year, and then chapter title, which is this chapter, and then full stop, and then write in editor initials. So that's the editor initials and surname. Here you can see the difference. For the first time there is surname, but in editors initial will be first, and then that's the edition, that's the editor, and then book title, and then how many edition, first, second, third, fourth, and then page range. Let's say that is from 100 to 110, then that will be the page range, and then location and publisher. So let's do this example. So for this example, what you should do is Golder, which is this Golder, comma p dot n dot and Mitra is second, Mitra, which is this Mitra, not that Mitra, comma d, full stop. What's the year? I don't know if I can find year here. Let's say year is 2018, for example. And then what's the chapter title? Chapter title is New Product Development Research Consolidating the Present and Guiding the Future. Then full stop, that's the end of the chapter title. Then you should write in, then Peter, then PN Golder, and D Mitra, that you should write editors. And then what's the book title? Full stop. Book title is Handbook of Research on New Product Development. Then let's say that's the first edition, second edition, then second edi, comma, let's say page number is from 100 to 110. Then bracket close, full stop. And what's the location? Let's say location is UK. Oh yeah, location is here, UK. And then colon, publisher is Edward Elgar Publishing Limited. So that's how you will reference book chapter. In this case, there was a same author for the first chapter and same people for the book editor, same people who were editing the book, but in many cases it will be different. And if you want to reference ebook, then you should follow this pattern. So surname, initial, surname, comma, initial, full stop, year, then book title, full stop, book title, and then you should give the URL. So for example, I'm just doing some imaginary example here. So let's say Pokhrel is a surname, then initial is B, then dot, then let's say date is 2017, then book title is How to Learn Citation. So that's the book title, which was an ebook. And then you should write retrieved from, let's say, www.abcde.com. So that's how you should reference ebook. And if you want to reference newspaper and magazine article, then you should follow this pattern for APA style. So this is the newspaper article, which is animal welfare. We need to work more in Nepal. That's the article that was written by this author, Biswa Pokhrel, and in the newspaper, the Himalayan Times. Then what you should do is, you should follow this pattern. Surname, which is Pokhrel, and then initial B, full stop, year, month and day. Year is 2018, February 19. And then title, which is animal welfare. We need to work more in Nepal, full stop, newspaper title, the Himalayan Times, and then column, section, page, and then URL if applicable. So let's do example again. So example would be something like the surname is Pokhrel, as you can see here, Pokhrel B. B is the initial, first name. Then year is 2018, February 19, bracket close, full stop. So what's the title? Animal welfare, colon, we need to work more in Nepal, full stop. Then what's the newspaper title? The Himalayan Times. Then comma, what's the column? Column is, I think, opinion. What's the page? Let's say page is 8. Then full stop. Then you can put retrieved from, if you see the URL, www.thehimalayantimes.com, something like that. So if it is a newspaper or magazine article, then you should cite something like this, and this is the example. And if you want to cite website, this is the website here, then you should follow this pattern for APA. So surname of the author, comma, initial of the author, full stop, year, month and day, and then full stop, then title of the blog or article, then full stop, and retrieved from URL. So that's the URL here, as you can see here, wordstream.com/blog, something like that. So let's do example for this. So in this example, what you should do is, Sewan is a surname and Dan is a first name. So SHEWN, Sewan, D. D is a initial, full stop, year. What's a year? 2020, as you can see here in the example, comma, February 25. Then bracket close, full stop. Then what's the title? Title is how to write an awesome blog post in 5 steps. Then full stop. Then what's the URL? So you should write retrieved from, URL is wordstream.com/blog/ws/2015/02/09. You can copy, but I can't copy here. How to write a blog post in, how to write a blog post. So that's the URL. So you should follow this pattern. So surname, comma, initial, full stop, then bracket, and then date, and then bracket close, full stop, and then title, and then full stop, and retrieved from this URL. Alright, this is the end of today's video, guys. I hope you liked the content. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you again in next video. Until then, bye. Thank you for watching.